So once you've identified the challenges, you've identified your story and your facts, the story, your experience basically. Next, what are some practical steps? How do you engage with your lawmakers? How do you get started? I said this before and I'll say it again. You have many representatives who work for you, elected officials who work at the city level, at the state level, at the federal level, right? These people work for us. They work for you. If you're a taxpayer, if you are a citizen, um, if these people work for you, they are elected to serve your interests. We need to understand this. I know I need to emphasize this because it is not something I am used to. And it's not something we are used to. It's a concept I'm still absorbing and trying to, uh, um, because of where we're coming from, where the politicians are God, basically. They do what they like, they move as they please. Um, that is not the case in the West, where we find ourselves now. And so you have them at, again, city level. We focus too much at the federal. We know the names of the popular politicians, the presidents, the popular senators. But at the state level, at the city level, council, like those, the fact the city and the state, again, have more effect on us day to day, way more effect impact than the federal level. So we need to be as familiar with those local representatives as we are with people at the big names at the federal level. Right. So where do you find them? Okay, in Georgia, for your states, lawmakers, you can go to your state's, official website. There's a who represents you search tool. You can put in your address. If you go to the state website, you see who represents you. Put in your address, your home address, um, or just go to Google and just type who presents me, Georgia, and put your zip code. And it will give you a whole list of resources and websites that you can connect to. Just be careful what you click on. But for the most part, you'll find the key ones will show up. Just Google who represents me in Georgia, or your zip code, or your city, or your state. Um, at the national level, that's Congress, Congress and lawmakers. You can go to the U.S. House of Representatives website, right? I think it's house.gov, house.gov. Again, find my representative on Google, search that, and you know, you'll find their websites, or you'll find the right person, and each of them have profiles, and a lot of them that I've looked up have profiles that will take you to that page, and you will find a way to contact them, emails, and even some phone numbers. I've spoken to a representative pulling the number on their website. A lot of them have Wikipedia pages that will lead you to the official page on the house.gov. So check that out. Again, you can get these emails and send emails. You can send, make phone calls. More than likely, you will not talk to them directly. You will talk to a personal assistant, a staff member, an aide, not the lawmaker themselves, which is okay. I can imagine how many calls they receive. There has to be an assist system. So don't be upset if they don't pick your call. I know I've said they work for you, but there's a lot of us, so they need to be effective in how they. Again, I have called a representative and she picked the call herself before, so it is possible, but that's not always the case. Um, so it's the aide or the staff member that will, they're the ones who gather all of the stories, and then prepare the report for the elected officials, right? So if there are people now, so be nice to them. Don't go African and say, "Do you know who I am?" That doesn't work here. Be nice, be respectful, and share your story, share your concerns, share what you want to communicate to your representative. Uh, share that, and then again, they'll gather all of that, you know, and that's it. That's how you do it.